Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. It is your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. My email is tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a 2015 model year limited edition of 100 pieces with a blackened steel bezel and a titanium case. This is the Urwerk UR-105 TA in black orange. So the timepiece is part of the Satellite Hours display series from Urwerk, inspired by the Renaissance-era wandering hours complication in the 1990s Audemars Piguet star wheel. This is a more durable application of those concepts. In terms of size, it's 39.5 millimeters from side to side. From end to end, it is 53 millimeters, and it measures 15 millimeters thick. You can also see that the lug profiles actually are underslung below the case, so the pivot centers of the straps are actually closer together than the 53 millimeter lug-to-lug of the case. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. You'll see that it fits quite well. Well, it's large. It is supposed to be large. It's supposed to stand out. That is part of how it achieves visibility in spite of the intricacy of the time display, and I could recommend it for a wrist as small as 15 centimeters in circumference. It's low enough to fit underneath a jacket cuff, if not a dress sleeve, and you can see while it pushes out to the edge of my wrist, it doesn't push beyond. The watch feels of average weight as we have a physically large canister, mostly titanium though with a steel bezel. The internals composed of PEK. PEEK is polyether ether ketone, and then we have a set of aluminum satellites, and the underlying carousel is made of material called R-cap. Taking a look at the strap, you can see that we have a very customized design that is specific to the model, with textile on the top, some bolstering to give it volume, a folded edge, a monotone stitch, and then calfskin on the bottom. You can see it's a brand new Urwerk factory strap. We have an Urwerk buckle. Important to note that in 1997, Urwerk, product of designer Martin Fry and watchmaker Felix Baumgartner, became one of the original independent watchmakers, and in fact, Baumgartner at the time was the youngest ever to be admitted into the AHCI, the Cool Kids Club of watchmakers. And you can see we have a combination of satin and polish on the buckle and the pin itself. Taking a look, you can see that the strap is fixed to the case using screws and bars, which makes it more secure than if it were on spring bars. The case features a combination of ribbing and profile, and then a little bit of an evacuated hollow on the case flanks. We have an overlap of the case back in the bezel. Everything's in matte finish to resist glare. The dial is simple to read. What appears a little bit intimidating at first glance could not be more natural. You look at the satellite. For the current hour, we have a 0 to 60 minute scale, and then it just moves along that scale. Now it is 2:30, now it's 2:45, and the next hour enters from stage right. And so you can see the satellites rotate as the carousel rotates. So it's a wonderfully hypnotic thing that's an absolute ball to play with. Let's do a quick demonstration of luminescence just to remove any questions there might be about that. Yes, it features lume, but being the black variant of superluminova, it's faint and it fades quickly. Now, on the reverse side, we have something unusual, is very few watches give you the option of determining how efficiently your watch will wind itself. The base movement of this UR-503 is a Zenith Elite, which has unidirectional automatic winding, energizing a 48-hour power reserve and beating away at 4 hertz or 8 beats per second. Now, let's say you are a very active person. You want to protect your winding system from concussive damage. You can stop the winding system from operating. Now you can see those little turbines, which are actually pneumatic pumps. They're not moving, and that means the whole thing is arrested. So as you're concussing your wrist doing something like mountain biking or going for a vigorous run, you will not stress the winding system of your watch. Now, if you have intermediate activity levels, then you put it in between. Now you can see those little turbines spin, though not with the vigor they would turn if you were engaging full winding efficiency. Now no brake is applied. It is an air brake that's used to slow or stop the winding process. By removing all restrictions, you allow desk divers or people who are very inactive during the day, office workers like myself, to still get the benefit of maximum winding effort. And again, it is a Zenith Elite base with a highly sophisticated satellite hours system based on a Maltese cross changeover device. This is a long-time Urwerk signature, and it is a very distinctive one. So it's Urwerk's module on the top, Zenith's movement on the bottom, and then Martin Fry's Urwerk design everywhere else. The best of everything. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.